Why the fuck did that have a timer on it to start a fucking video? Hello, Derpzila here. I figured I'd do a little bit of a different video for once. Different video for once? Yeah, fuck it, this is me. Hello cunts. Title of the video already, you've probably noticed 7 reasons why Arma. Couldn't think of where I was going to go with that. It was supposed to be really sort of clickbaity, and after the side I couldn't be bothered. So I've got like 7 reasons why Arma, mostly because I'm not playing it at the moment. Figured I'd go with a bit of a pyrocynical video because I'm very easily influenced, as you may have noticed some of my other stuff.
Where do you think I get all the ideas for the videos?
Just been my Soviet model.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
Oh, bitch.
I've got a list of stuff, Bohemia being the first point. Bohemia themselves. Now I'm probably going to have to go back over this and do some research and like actually have proper figures and shit for you. But basically Bohemia are the guys that make Arma. It's been out quite some time now, and it's had updates, and it's had patches, and it's had DLC like every other fucking game going, which you'd expect. But the thing with Bohemia is, they seem to have this thing of, oh, I know, let's release a new update, or let's release a new patch, or fuck with something. Been going for a while, they're trying to move with the times. 74? What the fuck am I on about? 64 gig? 64-bit? Fuck my life. Yeah, so it was only last year we got 64-bit Arma 3. Last year. How long have we had like Windows 64-bit? So yeah, we've had Windows 64 for fucking ever. That's not my point. Bohemia is my point. They do this thing where they update stuff, they tell nobody about it. Or they give you very, very limited information. And just fuck the community over. A lot of their community is modding. Which kind of brings me on to my second point, which isn't actually modding. My second point is, what is Arma? What is Arma? Well, yeah, who plays the base game? I don't know whether you do. I've played very, very little amount of the base game. I know some of my friends have played the base game. I've played a couple of missions of the base game. In my experience, not a lot of people play the base game. Not a lot of people even know what the base game is. And the base game is very different from a lot of what you play online. Even the King of the Hill thing isn't really the base game. Most of what I play... Fuck me, this helmet echoes. Yeah, most of what I play wasn't Frankie stuff, but it was influenced by me watching Frankie. Because, as I said earlier in the video, I'm very easily influenced. Hence the pyrocynical type video, which is going to be shit compared to his, isn't it? Everybody's going to bitch about it, and when I get to the end of the video and ask for some likes and some comments and things, and say like, can we get 50,000 likes on this video? Otherwise I'll post like leafy things and kill your family. My experience of Arma 3 started out being Breaking Point. Fighting to get Breaking Point working, but Breaking Point, because I watched some Frankie videos. Like, oh, I want to do that. I want to play zombies in Arma 3 in a platform that works, unlike DayZ, which is still jank, as you saw from the video the other week. It was very, very bad, not good. Also, I have weird teeth, look. That's not good, it's broken. Who actually plays the base game? Not a lot of people, so that's Bohemia. What the hell is actually Arma? Arma is almost like just a modding tool, like a Unity engine. Is it Eulogy? Yeah, that kind of rolls on to point 3, which is mods. The game is basically mods now. If you go to any kind of community, it's covered in mods. It's saturated in mod. Most servers are saturated in mods. Alright, some of them are bloody brilliant. You've got Exile. You've got various different versions of Exile, like Escape from Exile, Battle Royale Exile, I believe is a thing. You've got various people doing their own version of DayZ, which some of them are absolutely fantastic. So many goddamn mods for Arma. I think I had at one point something like 96 gig of mods for Arma. Some of the mods are fucking awful. With a game you have to have a certain standard. With mods it's just whatever the person kicks out. Some of them are brilliant, don't get me wrong. Some of these guys that do the mods are amazing and their work is top notch. But some of them, they're absolutely aids. They just look like I've done them. Like when I've got a bitmap image and drawn some stuff on them. Yeah, because I'm lazy and can't be bothered to do things. Point 4. Kind of runs on from point 3, the community. What is wrong with you people? It's not just Arma, it's a whole community thing in general. Just everywhere you go nowadays, you've got these little people on their keyboards Who don't like you because you've got an opinion of your own, and if your opinion is different from theirs, they throw their fucking mouse at the screen and act like fucking children and just constant fucking abuse to each other. And it's a fucking game.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Just fucking enjoy it. If somebody shows you something, just take it for what it is, or just ignore it if you don't like it. Or don't get me wrong, people are going to hate shit. If you've got an opinion, somebody's going to hate it. I can guarantee I'm probably going to get 4 or 5 likes, and then I'm going to get 4 or 5 dislikes and a bunch of shitty comments like I did the other day when I put my advert up, but that's another thing entirely. But yeah, fucking Arma community, man. What is wrong with you people? Like, you get a server with its mods on, yeah? And then the admin, some admin are like literally fucking proper admin Nazis, and it kind of ruins it for people. You get too much admin stuff going on, and it ruins it. You don't get enough admin input going on, and it ruins it, because the community that evolves on the server just ruin it. And you'll have one squad of people running around wrecking everything, and it's very hard to get an even balance. And don't get me wrong, some of the maps on Arma are huge, so you can kind of spread shit out, but when you get to the point where people have got helicopters flying around and then there's like tanks being added in, it makes things smaller. Like the planet is now a lot smaller because you can bomb around on it a lot easier, whereas once upon a time it'd take you 2 weeks to get to Manchester. It's one of those things. The community though is really not nice. They are not nice people. Don't get me wrong, I bumped into some great people, got some really good friends from there. Good times. But at the same time, the amount of just pure rancid nastiness you get on there, and I blame COD for it, to be honest. It's like the whole arcadey instant gratification, must have my shit now thing. Dizzy, if you're watching, hello buddy. Yeah, Dizzy mentioned the other day he completed the Call of Duty campaign for the new World War II game in 6 hours. 6 fucking hours. That's not a full game to me. But anyway, going back to the community thing, the community I think has flown over from things like me, like watching Frankie videos and Sada videos and like Soviet Womble and other people. They've watched these popular people, and then they've come along, and I'm probably going to get raged at for mentioning these guys now. Should I edit that out? Nah, fuck yeah. But yeah, the community's come over from other places, mainly because they watch these videos, because somebody's made a video. It's a really good video. Let's go and play that game. No, Call of Duty, you can just unlock fucking everything. You can complete the whole game in 6 hours. 6 fucking hours? I'd want my bloody money back, man. That sucks arse. 6 fucking hours? I've had wanks that last longer than that. So, are you? But yeah, that's my rant on the community, and I can't not bring up Call of Duty. Whenever I rant about communities in any game, Call of Duty always comes up. And I just blame Call of Duty for the AIDS in society. Yeah, now we've got a compilation of bugs for you from Arma. In the background of some of the parts of this video, you're seeing a bit of Arma play. This isn't me. This is I'll put the link to his YouTube in the description. But this is a guy I know called Captain Shadows, or Shadows as we know him, but he's got a different name on YouTube. So I'll link him all up. I did have a word with him and ask him if it was alright to use this stuff, but this section's gonna be particularly bugs, so there's probably rerunning a few of the bugs as well. There's stuff in Arma which shouldn't be in Arma still. I mean, there's bugs in every game, and I know a lot of people say it's because of the mods muck with things, but it runs back to the Bohemia thing. Bohemia know a massive part of their community is modding, and they change something and they don't properly document it, and they don't tell everybody in the patch notes what exactly they've done. They'll just say something like, we've done a physics update, which would be great if you explained what the physics update was to the guys that are then going to take your engine and use it and change it and do other things with it. But it creates things like, your planes fucking explode randomly when you go over a certain speed, or your person flying the plane dies, or the vehicles all of a sudden become really heavy and spawn in the floor, or shit like you see in the background, or in the foreground, or wherever the fuck I've decided to put my face now, where people just die randomly for no apparent reason. Just weird things happen. And the game has been around for God knows how long now. It's only just got 64-bit. It shouldn't still have some of these almost game-breaking bugs in it, and it's a shame, really. It's carrying over from the old Arma 2 thing, where there was loads of bugs in that when people started modding it. And then you've got the Daisy still going on the 2.5 version of Arma. Basically, it's still the same engine. They might have called it something different. They might have mucked around with it a bit. It's still the same game, man. Optimization. Yeah, it's not optimised. It's really not optimised. Game at this point in its lifespan, it really should be better optimised than Arma. I mean, I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet. I don't have an amazing computer. I spend a lot of money on a computer. A lot of it is on the credit card. That's not a credit card. That's my Cineworld card. My computer is a i7 7700K with 16 gig of RAM and 1060. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not the best thing in the world. It's certainly not like top of the range anymore. It was for about 10 minutes last year before Intel decided to bring out 1200 new chips, but that's not the point. It's a bloody good computer. It can run like most things in high to ultra at decent frames per second at least 1080p. I mean, I've got a 2K monitor which I bought recently, which unfortunately I can't use because downscaling in that for streaming fucks everything up, so I'm back at 1080p, go figure. But whatever. But yeah, I struggled. I really struggled in Arma in some places to even get 60 frames a second with a lot of settings turned down. Now that game is not optimised, especially for a computer like this. It doesn't use even like half your processor most of the time. So people with older stuff, like my mate Sean, we all know Sean. I know, I'll throw a hand grenade at Derp and then wonder why he shoots me in the back. Yeah, Sean at the moment, he's got an 8-core AMD processor, and I'm sure you've probably seen it on some people talking about it somewhere on the internet. Probably sadder. Name drop. Boink. Yeah, probably sadder. But like, fucking game is not optimised. And then we come to our last point, comrade. Our last point. Fucking DLC, man. What the fuck went wrong with that? What I've just displayed was the last DLC. I can't remember the fuck it's called. It'll be on the screen just before now. Basically, I dubbed the last DLC like the Amazon DLC or the Orange Box DLC. Almost like a Half-Life piss take, but Half-Life's actually good. This DLC was just basically a rip-off of Watch Dogs. There's fucking drones in it. Delivery vans? Bloody Minesweeper. DLC, their last DLC, personally I think was a complete sellout. It goes back to COD, Watch Dogs, pandering to the community, which I mean you've got to do if you want to make the money. They probably did really well out of it, but it just didn't interest me whatsoever, and it kind of was almost like the last nail in the tin, despite a few other things going on with the community. Didn't like it. All in all, to me, Arma's got a lot of bad points. It's got a lot of amazing good points as well, which I'm not going to go into it in this video, but I do enjoy the game. I may well go back to it at some point. It's got an amazing modding community. Some of the guys on there do some top quality work, and I absolutely love it. But for the moment, I'm on a bit of a hiatus. This is kind of why. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, hit me up with a like, subscribe. It's not something I ask people to do often. And if you don't like it, just give me one of those shitty comments.